to connect because of network problem and due to heavy rain it was cancelled. Today I welcome back one and all. Good morning to one and all. I think today students from 4 schools including our school Satyavedu, Pedda Panjani, Sadam and Tambalapalli. 4 school students are attending. Once again, I welcome all the students, participants, and my heartful congratulations to my colleagues, those who are behind their school students. They are Shamir Khan sir in Tambalapalli, in Sadam, and Pedda Panjani, Victoria madam, and Tambalapalli teachers, guiding teachers. Good morning, one and all. Now, coming to the syllabus. Today is the first class for 8th class. You are learning English as one of the subjects, one of the important languages. English is essential everywhere. It is a link language.
Yes, sir.
It is also a foreign language. If we master the subject, one must learn good pronunciation. Without pronunciation, English cannot be mastered. It is also said that it is a skill subject. Every day you must practice. So, in the beginning, I am instructing all the students to practice either writing or reading at least for 1 hour. Wherever you are, take the reader, go through 1 or 2 passages, maybe A reading, B reading or C reading, and also learn the difficult words. Spelling is very important, and meanings. If you learn words and its pronunciation, meaning, and then you try to learn structures, then you can easily master the language. You can speak the language. Okay. Now, coming to the today's class, in the first unit now I am taking. First unit, there is the B reading.
రే బాబు స్లైడ్ పైన ఏంది గీసేది హృదయ నా పైన రిమూవ్ చేసా మీ పేరు అక్కడ నాకు డిస్ప్లే అవుతుంది నేను రిమూవ్ చేస్తాను చెప్పండి.
So today I am taking a poem, My Mother. Today you are going to read and learn about a small poem called My Mother. So first I would like to introduce the poet. I would like to introduce the poet. I will show the picture of the author also. Dear children, could you able to see the picture? All of you? Anyone? Anyone may respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Do you know the name? Do you know the name of that person? Huh?
Rabindranath Tagore.
Ravi-
Rabindranath Tagore.
yes, some are saying Rabindranath Tagore. But I am saying is not Rabindranath Tagore. Do you agree with me? Huh? Have you seen anywhere the pictures? Have you seen the picture anywhere? Yes. In our schools, in our office room, principal room, there are so many prominent leaders, writers, great personalities, scientists. Their pictures are you normally see in the schools, in some of the offices. So one student responded to the name of the picture, Rabindranath Tagore, right? But a little difference. What is the difference? He belongs to Bengal. He belongs to Bengal. He was one of the outstanding poets in India. He was one of the outstanding poets in India, Indian poet, and belongs to Bengal. So, in their language, there is no V sound. There is no V sound. So that he was rightly called as Rabindranath Tagore. Some students said that he is Rabindranath Tagore. So rightly he was called Rabindranath Tagore, B sound. Just now I told you about the pronunciation. It is very important in English language. It is a foreign language, linked language, skill language, so that everyone should master it with practice. You should use the dictionary. One should have dictionary. Now all of you came to 8th class. Forget about 6th class and 7th class. As 8th class students, right from the beginning, one must possess, one must have by a good dictionary. Advanced learners dictionary is suitable and suggestible. Everyone prepared to buy a dictionary, which is very helpful for you and your family, even for your children when you become a parent, isn't it? Throughout the life careers, some decades, it is useful. Dictionary is just like a Bible. One must have. Everything is available in the dictionary. Okay. Later part we will discuss about the importance of dictionary and how to use, when to use, why to use, all these things. Okay. Now this is Rabindranath Tagore. Now you come across the picture Rabindranath Tagore. Do you know he was rightly called as Viswakavi and Gurudev? This great man was rightly called as Viswakavi and Gurudev. His lifespan was from 1861 to 1941. This was his lifespan. And he was the founder of Santiniketan. Do you know? I think you know well. He founded Santiniketan. Santiniketan was founded by Rabindranath Tagore. And an experimental school. What was Santiniketan? It was an experimental school, very famous school, started by him. And he was also awarded Nobel Prize. What is a Nobel Prize? It was a prize given to those who are good at something special, maybe scientists, poets, politicians. Isn't it? So recently, some awards were also announced on Bharat Ratna, Padma Shri, like that. Like that, Nobel Prize also was given to Rabindranath Tagore. Why? Why it was given? Do you know? Yes, he was awarded with a Nobel Prize for his writings. As a poet, he achieved it, he got it, the Nobel Prize, the worthy man, for his literature, his contributions, his writings. That is Gitanjali. Gitanjali is the name of the book. In general knowledge also you will get this bit. Who wrote Gitanjali? Gitanjali was written by Rabindranath Tagore, not Ravindranath Tagore. Okay? Keep in mind Rabindranath Tagore, because I told the background, the language he belongs to. He was a Bengali poet and there is no V sound in their language. In their,
Okay, sir.
what? Okay. And also, this is called Gitanjali. What is the meaning of Gitanjali? Song of offerings. Song of offerings. Each of his poems reflects Indian vision. Indian vision you can see through his poems. They reflects. Okay. And then the love towards his motherland. It expresses the love and the affection towards his mother country, that is India. So he contributed his offerings in the book called Gitanjali. He is considered as one of the voice of Indian heritage, that is civilization and culture and also spiritualism. Okay? Sir Aurobindo also you see as like as Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, don't get confusion. Those who are wearing the long beard and long hair like a ponytail like this, you observe very cautiously, very interestingly. You see, even at the age of an old man, how he is Rabindranath Tagore. So he wrote several poems. In 10th class also, last before you know the textbooks, there was a poem, very good poem, where the mind is without fear. Have you heard the sentence? It is one of the sayings, proverbs.
Yes, sir.
It is a good saying, good proverb. Where the mind is. Okay. And also another poem, day by day, I float my paper boats. Day by day, I play my paper boats. It was a beautiful poem written by Rabindranath Tagore. Children, he was very fond of children. And some other poems are there. Now, in 8th class, there is a small poem. Okay, before going to read the poem, I will tell you some information about the poem. What is a poem? Just you are reading the poems. In lower classes, I don't know how far your teachers might told you about the poems. What is the poem? One of the beautiful critic quoted. What is a poem? Definition. Like science, there is a definition for the poem. Poetry is a rhythmical creation of beauty. Rhythmical creation of beauty recollected in a tranquility. What is poetry? Poetry is nothing but a set of rhythmical words that are recollected in a tranquility. Tranquility, what is the tranquility? Peacefulness. So much of peace. P-E-A-C, peace, not P-I-E-C, peace. That peace, P-I-C means broken, little bits. Here, peace, P-E-A-C-E, peace. In Telugu, we call it as a Santi. Santi Sandesamu antam. Peace is
Okay.
important, isn't it? We also achieved our Swaraj, isn't it? Through non-violence and peace by Mahatma Gandhi ji, isn't it? So, this peace is very essential. Okay? So, what I am saying, the definition about the poetry, recollection of the rhythmical words recollected in a triangularity is called poetry. It is defined by Allan Poe. Allan Poe, one of the greatest critic in English literature, he wrote it. Okay? And then, why do we read the poetry? How to read the poems? Everything is given in the reader. If you go through the readers, you will learn the information. So it is for pleasure reading. Poems are for pleasure reading. Your mothers also sometimes humming when you are a child, when you are in the cradle. When you are in the cradle, mother uses to sing songs rhythmically. Isn't it? Listening to the sweet voice of your mother, you are sleeping extremely happy, isn't it? Now, do you get such a sleep? No, never. Mother, when you listen to the words of the mother, you feel extremely happy. You have no boundaries, isn't it? So everyone loves mother and father, isn't it? Or in the cradle, you will get good sleep, isn't it? Now, I will tell you about the poem, My Mother. Time is also 15 minutes only. Today, I will continue and complete 2 more poems. Don't worry, my children. I think you all are interested, isn't it? You're all interested. Yes, very good. English is a difficult subject. We can master it. It is easy when you pay interest, concentration, and attention towards the subject. It is very, very easy, isn't it? Take a challenge. From today onwards, I will speak English with my friends, teachers, and my family members also. Okay, such a challenge you must take from today onwards. So many teachers are behind you. They will correct you. Don't worry. And my sincere appeal and request to you is speak English. Isn't it? Don't worry. Don't have fear and shy. Don't feel shy and fear. These are the 2 things that you are facing. I know. Right from, I am also a Telugu medium student up to 10th class. I am in English because I am telling some information because this one. Take a challenge and show interest. These 2 things are very important. If you take challenge and interest, you will be the master of English. Okay? I am assuring you, every student will be a great learner of English, master of English. Okay. Now, I will show you a small picture. Dear children, please see the picture. Who do you think? What is the picture about? Could you able to see the picture now? All the participants, all the students. Yes. It is a family. It is a family. So, who are there in the family? What is called a family? First, what is called a family? Mother, father. Isn't it? Mother, father. That is wife and husband. Wife and husband are called a family with their children. Children may be a boy or girl. Mother and father, there must. And children, boy and a girl. I have my wife.
నలుగురు పిల్లలు అంటారు. నలుగురు పిల్లలు, ముగ్గురు పిల్లలు, ఒక
Our family is a happy family, I say. We are living happily. Our family is a happy family. What is a family? Family consisting of father, mother. Just you listen to my pronunciation also. Should not pronounce it mother, father. Huh? In some Telugu cinema, if you observe father-o, mother-o, like this, isn't it? You also learn the pronunciation in the beginning itself. I told you, when you refer the dictionary, it tells you the pronunciation. Huh? In the brackets also it is given how to pronounce the phonetic words. Okay, so in the picture you see 4 members: father, mother, and a boy, their son, and a girl, their daughter. Okay, it's a happy family. You see how? Next picture. Next, another picture also. Now you see another picture. One child is in the mother's hand, isn't it? One more boy is added. One more kid is added in the picture. So it is a drawing picture and it is a real picture. You see the difference also. Father, mother, and 3 more children are with them. Someone is painting. And several warnings we have given. Don't do that. So in the picture you see father, mother, that they are the wife and husband, and 3 children. One is, you see, the girl is standing and the boy is standing besides his mother, and a child in the hands of mother. Isn't it? It's a family. So in the family, who do you love more? Who do you love more, daddy or mother? Both we love father and mother. And some are showing very affection and love towards mother also. So I say, my mother is mother. I love my mother. Isn't it? So everyone is having their passion, love towards their families. Likewise, now coming to the poem, My Mother. What is the poem about? My mother. So before my reading aloud the poem, I will play one video, a small video, 3 minutes or 4 minutes. It is a lovely poem. Everyone is fond of mother and father, isn't it? Without them, there is no universe. Our real universe, real world is our family. Now I will play a small video. Please observe carefully the rhymes, how the poet is reading the poem. Again,
బాబు సంజయ్, చాలా మంది గీస్తున్నారు, రిమూవ్ చేస్తుంటాను. చెప్పండి, ఇదే లాస్ట్ వార్నింగ్.
Please listen to the video.
Only sometime in the midst of my day, seems to go away. Play a tune of some song she used to run while rocking my granny. I cannot remember my mother, but when in the early autumn morning, the smell of the shining
Turga, Kandigo.
flows in the air. Scent of the morning service in the chapel comes to me as the center of my mother. Only from my bedroom window, I sense of the distant sky. I feel that the stillness of my mother's gaze on my face has spread all over the sky.
Come back to the class. How? Anybody? Please respond. Give me feedback.
Sir.
You all have listened the
Sir.
poem, My Mother. So just I told you in the beginning, it is a rhythmical creation of beauty. You must.
Sir.
Somebody is asking. Come on. Or shall I continue? So now,
Continue, sir.
write down the meanings, whatever I am saying. Just now I told you the definition of the poetry. You won't get it. You won't get the definition, isn't it? What is the poetry? Why do we read the poems? Huh? And also I will tell you some words, difficult words. Please write it down in your notebooks. Okay?
Sir.
Come on, ask me. Somebody is asking.
Sir.
Who is that? Sriya Panjani. Yes, welcome.
Japan, sir.
Yes, okay. Very good for a response. Are you interested? Yes.
Sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
you listen to the poem. You might have got the doubt now. Sir told it is a rhythmical creation of beauty and చెప్పారు కదా సారు. ఈ poems లో ఏమైనా rhymes ఉన్నాయా, rhythms ఉన్నాయా చూసారా? No. In this poem particularly, My Mother, there are no rhythmical words. There are no rhyming words that are included. It is a poem, but it was written in a prose order. There are no rhyming words in it. Such a great poet was Rabindranath Tagore. You can understand how Rabindranath Tagore, without rhymes, he has written the poem. Now I will tell
Voice cut.
you.
Sir.
Please remember, in my answer also you will get clarified. Now I will tell you one word, nostalgia. Please write down the spelling. Please write down the word nostalgia. Nostalgic. Nostalgic poem. It is a nostalgic poem. This poem is a nostalgic poem, a small poem without rhymes by Rabindranath Tagore. What is the meaning of nostalgic? Nostalgic means the memories of the past. What is the meaning? The memories of the past. In the past, you have some memories. That is called memories of the past. Now time is also coming up. I will give you one homework. Please write down. If you have any memories in the past, please write down. This is the homework today. Please write down your old memories if you have. Write down the old memories of in your life. Okay. In the next class, we will join and I will read the poem. We will learn the poem. Okay. Until then, bye. Finished my homework. Okay. Do you? Yes. Everyone should complete and write and read in the next class. Nostalgic. Memories of the past. What you have some memories in your childhood. Even though you are a child, isn't it? Before that, please write it in a paragraph and come to the class. Next class, I will ask randomly. Okay, until then, bye. See you all. Thank you all.
Hey, Babu.
Thank you. Yes.
షార్ట్ పైన ఆల్రెడీ చాలా మందిని రిమూవ్ చేశాను. ఓకేనా? మీరు మీ వీడియోలు ఆన్ చేసుకోవాలి. ప్రతి క్లాస్ లో చెప్తున్నా వీడియోలు ఆన్ చేయాలని చెప్తున్నాను కదా. చాలా మంది వీడియోలు ఆన్ చేయాలా, పేర్లు సరిగ్గా పెట్టుకోవాలి. మీ స్కూల్ పేర్లు పెట్టుకోవాలి. ఓకేనా? మీ పేరు పెట్టుకుని బ్రాకెట్ లో సత్యవేడు అయితే సత్యవేడు, పెద్ద పంజాని అయితే పెద్ద పంజాని, తమ్మలపల్లి అయితే తమ్మలపల్లి అలా పెట్టుకోవాలా. అర్థమవుతుంది చెప్పేది బాబు?